Slow English Listening B2 Plus. Hello and welcome. Take a moment to relax. You don't need to do anything right now. Just listen. This podcast is designed to help you improve your English listening skills slowly, naturally, and comfortably. There is no pressure here. No tests. No stress, only listening. You can listen while sitting, walking, or lying down. You can listen with full attention, or just let the words flow in the background. Both are fine. Now, let us begin. In today's world, many people feel that everything is moving too fast. News changes every minute. Social media never stops. Messages arrive all the time. Because of this speed, our minds often feel tired. Learning a language can feel the same way. Many learners try to learn too quickly. They listen to fast conversations. They watch difficult videos. They feel frustrated. But language does not need to be fast. Language can be slow. Language can be calm. Language can be gentle. And when learning is gentle, the brain opens. When the brain opens, understanding grows naturally. Think about how you learned your first language. No one explained grammar rules to you. No one tested you every day. You listened. You listened again. And again, slowly, words became familiar. Sounds became meaningful. Sentences became clear. This is the same process we are using here. Now, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever listened to English and understood the general idea, but not every word? This is normal. This is a good sign. Understanding does not mean understanding everything. Understanding means feeling comfortable with what you hear as you listen more. Details will appear naturally. Let us talk about daily life. Every day, people wake up in the morning. Some wake up early. Some wake up late. Some people drink coffee. Others prefer tea. Some people check their phones immediately. Others take a few quiet minutes before starting the day. These small habits shape how we feel. Habits also shape how we learn. If you listen to English a little every day, even slowly, your listening skills will grow. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but steadily. Now imagine this. You are sitting in a quiet room. There is a window. Light is coming in. You are not in a hurry. You are listening to English. The voice is calm. The words are clear. You are not translating in your head. You are just listening. This is the state where learning happens best. Many learners believe they must understand every single word. This belief creates tension. But language is not a puzzle you must solve. It is a flow you must enter. When you stop fighting the language starts working with you. Let us slow down even more. Take a breath in and out. Good. English is spoken by millions of people around the world. Not everyone speaks it perfectly. Not everyone has the same accent, and that is okay. Your English does not need to be perfect. It needs to be clear enough to communicate. Listening helps you feel the rhythm of the language. The rise and fall of sentences. The natural pauses. These things cannot be learned from books alone as you continue listening to this podcast over time. Something interesting will happen. You will start recognizing phrases. Not individual words, but groups of words. This is how fluent listeners understand language. They don't translate. They recognize patterns, and patterns come from repetition. Asterisk. Now, continue listening. You do not need to remember everything you hear. Your brain is working quietly in the background, even when you think you are not learning. Learning is happening. Let us talk about time. Time is something everyone thinks about, but few people truly understand. Some people feel they never have enough time. Others feel time moves too slowly. In reality, time moves at the same speed for everyone. What changes is how we experience it. When we are stressed, time feels fast. When we are calm, time feels slower. This is why slow listening is powerful. It changes your experience of time. When you listen slowly, your mind relaxes. When your mind relaxes, sounds become clearer. When sounds become clearer, meaning appears naturally. This is not magic. This is how the brain works. Many English learners try to catch words. They chase the language, but fluent listeners let the language come to them. Imagine standing in the rain. You do not need to catch every drop. You just stand there. Language is the same now. Let us move to a familiar situation. Imagine you are in a cafe. People are talking around you. You hear cups touching tables. You hear soft music in the background. Someone near you is speaking English. At first, the sounds feel mixed. But slowly, your ear adjusts. You begin to separate voices. You begin to understand phrases. This is real listening. Listening is not about effort. It is about exposure. The more you listen, the easier it becomes. Let us talk about confidence. Many learners feel shy when listening to English. They are afraid they will not understand, but confidence does not come before understanding. Confidence comes after repeated exposure. Every time you listen, even if you understand only a little, your confidence grows quietly, slowly now. Focus on the voice again. Notice the pauses. Notice the rhythm. English is not spoken word by word. It is spoken in waves. Listening slowly helps you feel these waves. Think about a river. The water flows naturally. It does not stop. It does not rush. Language should feel like this. Let us move to another topic. Daily routines. Most people live their lives through routines. They wake up. They eat. They work. They rest. These routines shape their days. Learning English can become part of your routine. Not something difficult. Not something heavy. Just listening. You can listen while doing simple things. Walking, cooking, resting. Your brain does not need full attention all the time. Passive listening is powerful now. Let us slow down again. Take another breath, in and out. Good. Some learners worry about their accent. They worry they will never sound native. But sounding native is not the goal. Being understood is the goal. Listening improves your pronunciation naturally. You start copying sounds without thinking. This is how children learn now. Imagine a future moment. You are listening to English, and suddenly you understand without effort. You do not feel surprised. You do not feel excited. It feels normal. This is true progress. Progress does not shout. Progress whispers. Let us talk about patience. Patience is one of the most important skills in language learning. Without patience, learners quit too early, but language grows slowly. Like a tree, you do not see change every day. But one day, you look back and realize how far you have come. Listening every day, even for a short time, changes your brain. Neurons connect. Patterns form. This is science, not motivation. Now, stay with the sound of English. Do not analyze. Do not judge, just listen. As this podcast continues, we will explore more ideas. We will talk about work, about money, about emotions, about decisions. Each topic will use clear language. Natural repetition. Calm pacing. You are doing well, even if you feel tired. Even if your mind wanders, listening is still working. Stay with the sound. Do not hurry. There is nothing you need to achieve right. Now let us talk about thinking. Many people think all the time. Their minds are always busy. When learning a language, thinking too much can slow progress. Listening is not thinking. Listening is receiving. When you receive language calmly, understanding grows naturally. Imagine your mind like a calm lake. When the water is still, you can see clearly. When the water moves, everything becomes unclear. Slow listening makes the water still. Now, consider this. Have you ever listened to music in a language you do not know? You may not understand the words, but you feel something? Tone, emotion, energy? Language works the same way. Before understanding meaning, you understand feeling. This is important. Feeling comes before meaning, and slow listening strengthens this connection. Let us move to a common experience. You are listening to someone speak English. You miss a sentence? What do? Many learners panic, but fluent listeners do something different. They let it go. They continue listening. Meaning returns naturally. Understanding is not fragile. It does not break easily. If you miss one sentence, understanding does not disappear. Now, let us talk about silence. Silence is part of language. Pauses give meaning to words in slow listening. Pauses are your friend. They give your brain time to rest. Take a moment. Listen to the silence between words. This silence helps memory. Now, imagine you are walking outside. You hear English in your headphones. The world moves slowly. You are not translating. You are not repeating. You are simply present. This is when learning becomes effortless. Many learners ask, how long will it take? This question has no fixed answer. But one thing is certain, if you listen regularly, progress is guaranteed. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. Your brain loves routine. Let us talk about emotions. Learning a language is emotional. Sometimes you feel motivated. Sometimes you feel tired. Both feelings are normal. Do not fight them. Just keep listening. Now, notice how the language feels. Familiar. Some phrases feel known. This familiarity is a sign of growth. Language moves from unfamiliar to familiar. This is the path. Now, let us slow down again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Think about communication. The goal of language is connection. Listening connects you to people, stories, ideas, experiences. Every time you listen, your world becomes bigger. Imagine understanding a podcast without subtitles. Imagine following a conversation without effort. This future is built by moments like this, by listening. Now, your brain is adapting. Even if you do not notice it, especially when you do not notice it now. Let us continue. The next words will be simple, clear, natural. Let them come to you. Asterisk. Continue listening. There is no finish line right now. There is only the sound. Let us talk about attention. Attention is not something you force. Attention is something you allow. When you force attention, your mind resists. When you allow attention, your mind opens. Slow listening invites attention gently. Sometimes your mind will wander. This is normal. When you notice it, simply return to the sound. No judgment. No frustration. This return is part of learning. Now, think about how your ears work. Your ears never stop listening. Even when you sleep, they are active. Listening is natural. Understanding comes later. Many learners believe they must work hard to learn English, but the brain learns best when it feels safe. Slow listening creates safety. Imagine sitting by the sea. Waves come and go. You do not control them. You observe them. Words are like waves. Let them arrive. Let them leave now. Let us talk about repetition. You may hear the same idea more than once. This is intentional. Repetition builds familiarity. Familiarity builds confidence. Confidence builds fluency. There is no need to rush. Rushing creates tension. Tension blocks understanding. Now, consider this thought. You do not need to remember English. You need to recognize it. Recognition comes from exposure. Over time, phrases will feel natural. You will not remember where you learned them. They will simply be there. This is real learning. Let us move to another gentle topic. Daily thoughts. Many people talk to themselves. In their minds, this inner voice is powerful as you listen to English. This voice will slowly change. English phrases will appear naturally, not forced. Not translated, just present. This is a quiet transformation. Others may notice it before you do now. Stay with the rhythm. Notice how sentences rise and fall. This melody carries, meaning English has a musical quality. Slow listening helps you hear it. Take another calm breath. In. Out. Good. Imagine explaining a simple idea in English. Not perfectly, but clearly. This clarity comes from listening. Speaking is built on listening. You are laying a strong foundation brick by brick. Sound by sound, there is nothing you need to change. Just continue. Listening, the journey continues naturally, and when you are ready to go on, right again, stay here. Let the words arrive gently. There is no need to follow every sentence perfectly. Your understanding is growing quietly. Let us talk about comfort. Comfort is important in learning. When you feel comfortable, your brain is open. When you feel pressure, your brain closes. This is why slow listening works. It removes pressure. Many people believe learning must be difficult, but difficulty is not a requirement for progress. Clarity is more powerful than difficulty. Now, think about your body. Notice how you are sitting or how you are moving. You do not need to change anything. Just be aware. Listening and awareness work well together. Sometimes understanding comes later. You may listen today and understand tomorrow. This delay is normal. The brain processes language even after listening stops. Let us talk about memory. Memory is not like a box. It is more like a path. The more you walk the path, the clearer it becomes. Listening creates these paths. You do not need to memorize words. Words remember themselves when you hear them often now. Imagine hearing a sentence you heard before. You recognize it instantly. This recognition feels calm. This is progress. Many learners expect progress to feel exciting, but real progress feels natural, almost invisible now. Slow down again. Pause for a moment. Listen to your breath. Then return to the voice. Let us move to a simple idea. Balance. Balance means not too much and not too little. Listen enough to stay familiar. Rest enough to stay relaxed. This balance keeps learning sustainable. You do not need long sessions every time. Short, regular listening is powerful. Your brain prefers rhythm. Now, notice the simplicity of the language. Simple does not mean weak. Simple means clear. Clear. Language builds strong understanding. Over time, this clarity becomes automatic. You will not think about grammar. You will feel correctness. This feeling comes from listening again and again. Stay with the sound. Let it guide you as this long journey continues. The language becomes part of you, not something external, something familiar. You are doing exactly what you need to do. Just listening, asterisk. There is a quiet strength in staying with the sound. Nothing dramatic is happening. And that is exactly why this works. Let us talk about familiarity. Familiarity is when something no longer feels strange. It feels normal at first. English may feel distant. Then it feels closer. Then it feels familiar. This change happens slowly. Your brain is excellent at adapting. It adapts without asking you for permission. All it needs is exposure. Now, think about how you recognize a friend's voice. You do not analyze it. You do not think about sounds. You just know. Language can become like this. Slow listening trains. Recognition. Recognition is faster than thinking. Sometimes you may feel bored. This is not a problem. Boredom often appears right before deep learning. Stay with it. Now, let us talk about trust. You must trust the process. You do not need proof every day. Progress is happening beneath the surface. Think about planting a seed. You water it. You wait. You do not dig it up every day to check. Language grows the same way. Now, listen to the rhythm again. Notice how ideas repeat softly. Repetition is not a mistake. It is a tool. Repetition builds comfort. Comfort builds confidence. Let us move to another everyday topic. Conversations in real conversations. People do not speak perfectly. They pause. They repeat themselves. They change direction. Listening slowly prepares you for this reality. Perfect. English is not real English. Real English is human now. Imagine understanding someone even when they hesitate, even when they speak simply. This understanding comes from listening. Take a slow breath, in, out. Good. Now, notice how the language flows without effort. You are not chasing meaning. Meaning is coming to you. This is a good place to be. Stay here as time passes. Your listening will feel lighter. You will stop trying. And when you stop trying, understanding deepens. You are not behind. You are not slow. You are exactly where you need to be. Continue listening. Let the words wash over you. Stay with the voice. There is no rush. Everything is unfolding naturally. Let us talk about ease. Ease is often misunderstood. People think learning must feel intense to be effective. But the brain prefers ease. When learning feels easy, the brain stays open longer. Slow listening creates ease now. Imagine listening without effort. You are not pushing your mind. You are not forcing focus. You are simply allowing sound to exist. This state is powerful. Let us think about how understanding appears. Understanding often comes quietly. One day, you notice that English feels less foreign. You cannot explain why. This is real progress. You did not suddenly become better. You slowly became familiar. Now, let us talk about patience again. Patience is not waiting with frustration. Patience is staying relaxed while time does its work. Listening teaches patience naturally. Sometimes, you may feel nothing is changing. This feeling is common, but change is happening anyway. Think about how your ears adjust to noise. At first, a sound may feel loud. Later, you barely notice it. Language becomes the same. English will feel natural in your environment. Now, return to the rhythm. Feel how sentences breathe. This breathing gives meaning. You do not need to repeat words out loud. You do not need to pause the audio. Just listen. Listening builds a foundation. Speaking grows from this. Foundation, strong listening creates confident speaking. Now, imagine hearing a question in English. You understand it instantly. You answer calmly. This moment is built here. Let us slow down again. Take a gentle breath in. Out. Good. Let us move to another simple idea. Presence. When you are present, learning is deeper, not because you try harder, but because you are available, even if you are tired. Listening still works, even if you are distracted. Listening still works. Your brain knows what to do. Now, notice how familiar some words feel. They come without effort. This familiarity is growing. Over time, English will stop feeling like a subject. It will feel like a tool. A way to connect. Stay with the sound. Let it carry you when you listen gently. The language flows naturally. Your brain prefers this state. Now, think about how you listen to familiar voices. You do not concentrate hard. You simply understand. This is the direction you are moving toward. Slow listening removes fear. Fear of missing words. Fear of not understanding. Without fear, learning becomes smooth. Sometimes, you may notice your body relaxing, your shoulders drop. Your breathing slows. This physical calm helps mental clarity. Let us talk about awareness. Awareness is different from focus. Focus is narrow. Awareness is wide. Slow listening uses awareness. You hear the whole message. Not every details will come later. First comes comfort. Now, imagine listening to English while doing nothing else. No phone. No tasks, just sound. This simple act strengthens your listening deeply. But even when you multitask, listening still works. Your brain absorbs patterns quietly. Let us talk about time again. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly on time. Language learning has no deadline. Comparing yourself to others creates pressure. Pressure blocks learning. Your path is personal now. Notice how the voice feels familiar. It feels safe. This safety allows deeper understanding. You may begin to notice that English thoughts appear, small phrases, simple ideas. This is a sign of integration. Do not force speaking. Speaking will come when listening is strong. Now, let us slow everything down again. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. Good. Let us move to another everyday experience. Waiting. Waiting is uncomfortable for many people, but waiting is part of learning. While you wait, your brain organizes information. Silence after listening is productive. Rest is part of progress now. Listen again. Feel the rhythm. This rhythm stays with you even after the audio ends. Over time, you will notice something important. You will stop asking, "Am I improving?" because English will simply feel easier. This ease is the goal, not perfection. Ease. Stay with the sound. Stay with the calm. When language is simple, listening becomes natural. You may notice that your mind is quieter now. Thoughts come and go, but they no longer interrupt the sound. This quiet is helpful now. Imagine listening while the day slowly ends. The light outside changes. The world becomes softer. The voice remains calm. This is a perfect space for learning. Learning does not always feel active. Sometimes it feels like resting. This rest allows the brain to reorganize. Let us talk about understanding without translation. Translation is useful at the beginning, but listening grows beyond. Translation. You begin to understand directly. This is a key transition. You do not think of words in your language. First, meaning arrives first. Words follow now. Notice how certain phrases feel complete. They make sense as a whole. This is how fluent listeners hear language. Your brain is learning chunks. Chunks are groups of words. Chunks are easier than single words. Let us move gently to another idea. Trust in exposure. Exposure means hearing English often, not studying it, not analyzing it, just hearing it. Exposure builds intuition. Intuition is fast. It does not explain. It knows now. Stay with the rhythm. Again, let it guide your understanding. Sometimes you may feel sleepy. This is not failure. Sleepy listening still works. Your brain continues processing. Many learners improve while resting. This is normal. Now, take another slow breath. In, out. Good. Let us talk about progress one more time. Progress is not linear. Some days feel easy. Some days feel difficult. Both are part of growth. Do not judge your listening by one day. Look at weeks. Look at months. That is where change appears. Now, imagine listening to English. Months from now, you feel relaxed. You understand more than you expect. This future is forming now. Asterisk, and now. As we come to the gentle end of today's listening session, take a moment to relax. Notice your breath. Notice your calm body. Notice the soft rhythm of the language still echoing in your mind. You have done exactly what you needed to do. You listened. You absorbed. You allowed the language to reach you naturally. Remember, learning English is not about rushing. It is about consistency, patience, and presence. Every small moment you spend listening quietly builds your understanding and confidence. Slow listening is a journey, not a destination. Even after this session ends, the sounds, words, and rhythms will continue to settle in your mind. Your brain will continue working quietly, forming connections and patterns that will help you understand more in the future. Take one last deep breath. In and out. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes or return to your day. Carry this calm with you. Carry this ease with you. Thank you for listening today. We will continue our journey together another time, slowly, gently, and with clarity. You are improving, even if you cannot see it yet. Even if you do not feel it yet. Your listening is growing, and that is enough. Asterisk.